Amber Marie and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am a beauty visionary, I am a salon owner, brand strategist, I am a digital marketing junkie, but where I thrive is sharing the business behind the beauty. So I am a salon owner in Texas. As you guys know, Governor Abbott just released his plans to reopen Texas yesterday, and we're not included in that. So if that's why you came, stay tuned. We're gonna get right into it. Yeah, so it's really crazy times that we're in right now. And if you're like me, you can't help but feel like, is the beauty industry being forgotten? Is the beauty industry in crisis? What's going on? What does the future hold? And what can we do right now to be the change we wish to see in the world? Guys, I share your frustration. I'm a salon owner also, so I identify with you all 100%. But we are not helpless. We are not out of control. All we have to do is work together, stylists helping stylists, to get through this. Now, unemployment. I am going to give you all of the tips that I know up until today that maybe can help you guys in your unemployment applications. I'm going to give you all the numbers that I have available. I want to empower you if you haven't yet applied to apply. Like, we are business owners who are closed down, not because we want to, not because we're not prepared, because I know all of you, if you're anything like me, we're living off of our savings right now. So it's not that we are an industry that's less professional. We are not less essential, because if you've been watching any of the news briefings, everyone asks about us. So know, first and foremost, that we are loved and we are not forgotten about. Secondly, when it comes to unemployment, as hairstylists, sometimes we're a little too proud. I know myself included. In the beginning, I was like, I'm not filing for unemployment. Like, I don't need any help from the government. Like, I'm a boss, a entrepreneur. Like, I got this, right? Wrong. This is your right. We are American citizens, and we were forced to close our doors to our establishments to help slow the spread and flatten the curve of COVID-19, of the coronavirus. Because of that, what you're applying for is not a handout. That is a pandemic relief fund specifically designed for me and you. So if you have not applied for unemployment, you need to do that right now. I'm going to give you all of my links right here, as well as encourage you guys to apply for all of the assistance. The SBA, it was out of funding. They just went ahead and refunded that recently. Apply for that. You deserve it. You're a taxpayer. We are just as good and just as worthy as everyone else. Apply for everything that you qualify for. My single moms out there, my single dads, my one-income households, apply for food stamps, apply for TANF, apply for Medicaid and Medicare, whatever it is that you qualify, apply. If you're wondering how to apply for those type of services, you call 211 from your phone. You can even go online to Your Texas Benefits. I'm going to put it up here on the screen, yourtexasbenefits.com. This is also your right. Like, I get it. You have money in the bank. I get it. We're well prepared. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't apply, because you deserve it, okay? And we don't know how long this is going to drag out. Now, with that being said, and aside from all of the monetary stuff, my people, my industry people, guys, I don't know if it's because we're creatives and this is just like where we thrive, but in our industry, it seems to coincide with mental health, whether that be anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, all of these mental health problems or issues. I like to call them superpowers. I was actually just telling one of my best friends in the entire world earlier, that I feel like my bipolar or my little inconsistencies or whatever you want to call them is my superpower. It allows me to love harder. It allows me to empathize with the dark that people have experienced, because I have experienced that myself. So, mental health check, guys, for our industry. Make sure that you're doing okay. And I'll tell you what hurts us more. It's not so much that our businesses are closed. It's not about the money, because I can't tell you how many industry professionals I have talked to that have said, oh, I'm not applying for unemployment, or oh, I haven't gotten any help, so I'm not worried about it. Like, I'm just going to live off of my savings. We don't care about the money. We want our businesses open so that we can continue to make an impact. Why? Because for us, we're not just doing hair. We're not just covering up grays. We are healers. We are connectors. We are day makers. Like, I get chills when I think about it, because it goes so much further than somebody sitting in our chair and us cutting their ends, like cutting their dead ends off. No, we connect with these people on a deep level that is so necessary to the ones of us who are here for the passion, and that is where our pain lies. Once we can identify that, what we need to do while we're not able to work behind our chair is find healthy outlets to continue our creativity, to continue our passion, to continue to love forward, because that is where our healing will be until we can open the doors to our businesses again. I know that it's hard, and I know how easy it is to go to a deep and dark place. The world is never been like this before, and it will never be like this again. But in that same chaos, there's calm. A calm that our world has never experienced before. We have to allow ourselves to learn how to pause, stop, smell the roses without feeling guilty about it. We have to allow ourselves to enjoy the moment right now in stillness, in quiet. And I know that's hard, but this moment in time right now, the entire world has stopped. And it's giving us the ability to look at things that matter most and enjoy those things. And if you have gone too dark, and if things are too hard, reach out. Don't be afraid to contact your fellow stylists. Don't be afraid to seek proper, medical attention or some type of medical professional who can help you work through some of these emotions, because this is a traumatic experience. And do not allow anyone to downplay how you're feeling. Your feelings are valid. So much has changed so quickly for all of us, and we're going through it, and that's okay. So first things first, apply for all of the assistance. You deserve that. Unemployment, food stamps, TANF, whatever it is that you can get, SBA loans. Guys, this is what they voted on it for. For people like us who are still unemployed because the state and the president and all of these medical professionals who feel like we're not ready to be open yet, they decided that all these trillions of dollars that are going to go into the economy are for people like us. We are worthy, we matter, we're not forgotten. And if you're having trouble, reach out. I'm going to insert right here all of the material that I have available. These are the fax numbers, these are the email addresses, here is the address. You are going to need to send in your tax papers from 2019 no matter what. So if you haven't gotten through to Texas Workforce Commission, which I know it's a whole nightmare, like me and my fellow friends and stuff called for like 2 or 3 weeks straight, like 12-hour days, 7 to 7, couldn't get in. It's a little easier now. I'm going to provide you all of these numbers that I have here. Try to call. But with or without that phone call, guys, you're going to have to send in your 2019 tax papers. So go ahead and get them ready, fax them, put your name and the last 4 of your social on every single paper that you fax in or mail in or email. Fax, last time I tried was a nightmare as well, but go ahead and just try that. Make sure they get it. Don't give them any reason to have to delay your funds meeting your bank account. You deserve this. Make sure you get it done. After that, continue to follow up online. You're going to have to submit payment requests. If you've never been on unemployment before, which I myself hadn't, I actually just applied and my funding finally went through, but If you've never applied, you have to log on to the Workforce Commission online, and you're gonna have to submit a payment request every 2 weeks. Make sure you submit your request so that way you get paid. It is super important that everyone does this so that the state, at the very least, so that the state understands the severity of how many barbershops, hair salons, nail salons, massage parlors, whole nine of those in our contact industries are out of work. That's how they know. They're not going to know if it's not on file. So make sure that you're doing that. If you don't know, again, reach out. Everyone here has to help each other. It has to be stylists helping stylists. If the world isn't going to help us, we have to help each other. Now more than ever, we have to stand united as an industry as a whole. We are stronger together. And nobody understands more how much this is affecting us, what the emotional toll is, other than like-minded people. Like, we're all going through the same thing, and it's okay, and we will get through this together. In addition to that, I'm going to put in right here some of the resources that I have to prepare my salon. While we have some downtime, go ahead and do those renovations, do those add-ons. Make sure that you've gotten rid of all those community use items. Make sure that you have a infectious disease protocol in place, something that everyone is kind of on the same page about, everyone understands what they're doing and what to expect, so that you can get that out to your clients as well. When things open up, and they will, when we open our doors, the clients are going to be more excited and more willing to go into the establishments that they know have a plan in place. This is where you're in control. This is my preparedness plan, and I'll go through it with you step by step of what I'm doing. There are some slides that are still empty. The reason for that is because I'm waiting for the actual guidelines to come down from TDLR, from the governor, and then I will insert those in these areas. But this is what my plan looks like. It's general. It's something that I can keep on my tablet. I'm also going to have printouts and things that I can prepare and I can do so that I don't feel helpless right now, but so that also whenever things do open up, I'm prepared. There will be nothing stopping the flow. Once they say open your doors, I'll be ready to go. While we have these 2 weeks, make sure you're applying for all the assistance. Make sure you have a preparedness plan ready to go, so when your doors open, you can just start up business and also take care of your mental health, guys. I know it's a rough time. I know why we hurt so much, not only because we're out of business, not because of the financial, but because we're hurting, because we're lacking that human connection that we so desperately need. And if you're like me, today's 2020, I have not been unemployed since 2009, probably 2000, because I was in college in 2009, graduated 2010. I have worked 5 to 6 days a week, 8 to 12-hour days, every single day since then. I might have taken off for like a vacation here and there, but I'm a worker bee, and I know most of my fellow industry leaders are. That's why we're hurting, guys, and that's okay. It's all right. We're going to get back to it, but for right now, we need to allow ourselves the grace to move through these uncharted waters with integrity and dignity, and don't go so far left that you can't reel yourself back in, and don't allow people, especially our government, to make us get out of character just yet. We'll wait and see. We'll know something on the 18th. Hopefully they're moving proactively in a way for us that is best for our health and our industry as a whole, and we'll reconvene then. But for now, I want you guys to breathe, burn some Palo Santo honey, drink some water, do some skincare, work on your plans, and trust that we will be okay. I'm not going to ramble too much more, but I really appreciate you guys being here. If you're brand new here, welcome to the Doll Cartel. I would love it if you would subscribe and hit the thumbs up down below. Maybe leave me a little comment. It does help because I am an unemployed hairstylist right now. So with that being said, guys, I hope that this offers you some clarity, some light in the darkness, and some calm in our storm right now. And I wish you Wow.